Hi, welcome everybody. So today we are going to deal with data types in Java. So already we had a session, but we are going to have a fresh session from now onwards. And let us start. So actually in Java there are two categories of data types, and those are number one primitive and number two reference or object data types. So what is meant by primitive? Primitive means which are provided by the system. These data types are already defined by the system and we do not have to define anything, we just have to use them. Okay, and another point is user cannot define any primitive data type of their own. So they must use whatever the system has provided. The user cannot define any primitive data type of their own. What is the meaning? So as we have seen, classes, there are reference or object data types. So classes can be created by the user. For example, I can create a class car, and then I can give definitions here. So this class I am creating, I am defining the type. This is a type. Okay, and using this type I can create objects like car g equals to new car. So this is the class which I have defined. Okay, and this is the name of the object that I am going to create. So this type is not known by the system. This type I have defined. How I have defined? By declaring a class. So these are user defined data types or object types or reference types. So we will be discussing this in the next session. Now there are some classes which are provided by the system also, like a string, for example, like object. These are classes which are defined by the system, but we can also define classes of our own, as we have seen in the case of car class or animal, anything we can define. So here the user has the privilege of defining their own classes. Okay, so here we can have user defined reference or object data types or system defined. Now they are basically class types. Okay, and what is the meaning of reference types we will be discussing in next session. Today we are going to focus on in a primitive data types. So in Java, primitive data types means which is provided by the system and user cannot define. Okay, and there are total of 8 primitive data types. So they are listed down here, and we'll be starting with the char data type. So let us go to BlueJ, create a new class, name it anything like data types, select a language Java. Okay, now double click and open the class which we have created just now. It will open here and we can see our class is created with class data types name which we provided previously. So let us delete all this and save. Now we have only the class definition here, but if we are going to execute anything, any line of code, so we'll have to write the main method. If there is no main method, our program will not do anything because it is the starting point of our program. Okay, whenever our program starts, it will start from the main method. So if you don't have main method here, it will not do anything. So let me declare main method public static void main string s. This is basically a string array. It can hold many values of a string type. Okay, this square bracket means it is an array and the name of the array is s. So we'll be discussing this later. Now here we have the main method. Our first data type which we are going to target is the primitive data type of char. So let me declare a char variable. So the syntax is like this. First is the type name, then variable name, and then assign a value. So type name, what type of variable which we are going to create is char. Then we have to give the variable name, suppose f, or we can give v1 which is the variable one, and assign a value. So what type of value we can assign to the char variable? Char means character. So if I tell you what is a character, you will tell me comma, semicolon, any digit or any letter on a keyboard. So star is also character, comma is also character, semicolon, colon, slash, anything, digits like 0, 1, 2 or any letter, capital or small. If it is taken singly, then it is a character. So suppose we are taking star. So here we have to give only a single character, because char means only a single character. We can't give multiple characters like this. Okay, and it also has to be included within single quotes. So here we have to declare the variable using the type, variable name, and we have to assign a character value to this variable, and the syntax is we have to use single quotes and we have to write a single character inside it. Okay, we can't write multiple characters. So if I save it and compile, it is not giving any errors. You can see class compiled, no syntax errors. Now if I give another character and save and compile, I'll get an error. Okay, because character means a single character only. We are giving two characters here. Okay, so this is a single character enclosed within single quotes. So the rule for char is single character in single quotes. Okay, single character within single quote. So if I plan to give a digit here, that also I can give, no errors. Okay, so single character within single quotes. This is the char data type. You can assign any character on your keyboard to a variable of char data type, but the rule is the value should be a single character and it should be enclosed within only single quotes. What if you give double quotes here? So in that case it will be considered a string, and string is a different data type than char. In Java it is a static type language, which means it matches the data type of the value with the data type of the variable you are going to assign. So these two must be compatible. So compatibility, all this will be dealing later, but see, this is string type and it cannot be assigned to char type. So if I compile, it will give me an error, and you can see that string, this is actually a string here, because as I said, double quotes means a string and it cannot be converted to char. So we are trying to convert or assign the value of a string to a char variable, and these are not compatible, so it will get an error. So how to declare char within single quotes, as I have told, and I have written in the comment here, single char in single quotes. So I am saving it and compiling. Now we don't have any errors because it is char type, and char type is getting assigned to a char variable, so no type mismatch, and we are successfully able to compile without getting any errors. Now let us go to the other data type. Now we can see there are three data types which are almost of same nature: short, int and long. All three of them hold integer values. Integer values means which do not have any decimal, like -1 or 2 or 0 or any value like that, without any decimal point. But the only difference between the three is that the size is different. Short will occupy 16 bits in memory, int will occupy 32 bits in memory, long will occupy 64 bits in memory. So only the memory size is different for the three, but the nature of value or the type of value they are going to store is the same, and which is an integer value. Okay, so let us bring them into action. Short v2. Now the variable name can be anything, but the type must be the one which is defined by the system. You cannot write anything else. This you can do anything like v2. It does not matter, it is up to you, but give something meaningful here. So as I said, all three of them can hold only integer values, but only difference which is not obvious to you is that they will occupy different memory sizes. So you can use any data type for storing an integer value, but the recommended one is int, because it is the default one which Java uses for integer values. So you should go with the default one. Okay, so if you are going to take an integer variable, use int data type, which is the default used by Java. So this is vr2. This is, suppose I am going to assign it 4, then int I am going to assign, suppose variable name is vr2, and we are going to assign it a value of 56, and then this is long vr5, and here we are going to assign this value. Now saving it and compiling it. Now what we are having, vr2 is already defined. So here we have already defined a variable of same name, so we cannot give duplicate variable names because it will confuse the system. So here we are going to define some other variable name, which is vr3, then compiling, no errors. So as you can see, in all the three data types we can store integer values only. If I try to store suppose a decimal, I'll be getting an error. Okay, so this is double to short. So double will be discussing, but just see that now it is a value of data type double and it cannot be assigned to short, as we have seen in the case here. String with double quotes cannot be assigned to char. So if you give a value as decimal, it will be treated as of type double, and this cannot be assigned to from double to short. We cannot convert this decimal value of type double to short. Okay, now why it is taking as double? Because for decimal values the default data type Java uses is double. As I told, for integer the default data type the system uses is of int. Okay, so these are the default data types for integer values, and double is the default data type for decimal values. Okay, so I am correcting this one, making it back to integer and compiling again. We don't get any errors now. So total 4 we have discussed data types, and today we have to complete 8. Now next is float. Float and double both are used to store decimal values, but there is one catch here. I will explain. vr6 we are going to store as 7.0, and now I'm going to save, and we'll be seeing an error here. Why? So you see, when we gave 4.9 here, it was being treated as double. Similarly 7.0 is being treated as double, because since it is a literal means value, this is automatically getting treated as double by the system, and you can see here that we are not getting allowed to convert double value, means the system is treating this as double and it is not allowing to convert to float. So again here type mismatch is happening. But let me show you one thing. If I give 7 here, it will compile successfully, but if you print this value using system out or print ln, and we are printing vr6, then we'll be getting the value in decimal. So I'm just going to run this class. So we will be getting the value as decimal. Okay, now how to assign value to a float variable we'll be dealing later, but just remember that whenever you are giving a decimal value, it is automatically getting treated as a double. Okay, so float we can, as of now, to just understand, we can give 7, but when we are printing we are getting 7.0. so we can see that inside float, when 7 is getting assigned to vr6, it is being treated as a decimal only, because when we are printing it, it is giving the output as 7.0. okay, but our only takeaway from this session is that we'll have to check later how to assign a direct literal value to a float variable. Okay, so this will be in the next session. But just remember, whenever you are assigning a value to float and you are printing it, it is actually getting stored as a decimal in this variable, and we can verify by printing it to the output. We can see 7.0. so as I've said, it is used for storing decimal values, and even if you assign 7 to it, it will actually hold it as 7.0, which we can verify by printing in the output. So now we are going to use the double data type, which is the default data type for decimals. So here it is, suppose I type 7.8, then I compile, there are no errors, because this is, whenever we give a decimal value, it is treated as double by default, and we can assign a double variable to a double data type. Okay, double value to a double variable, right? This is having a type of double, and by default the system will treat this decimal as double. Okay.